Hello everyone. Welcome into my channel, Talking to a Friend. My name is Micah and I'm back today with another message for you. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to those of us who is questioning, what is the promise that God gave me? Did God give me a promise? Is there a promise over my life? Is there purpose for my life? You know, I'm going through a lot. I have experienced a lot of things, and still to this moment, I don't know if I have purpose. I don't know what God promised to me is. Okay, so I wanted to reach out and let you know that there is purpose in your life, and sometimes we overthink stuff so much that we actually start to sell things short that are meant to help elevate us to our next level. Okay, so what are your natural gifts and talents or skills that you have already obtained in life over your experiences? What are some of those things that you just naturally do well? What are some of those things that are almost hobbies or habits to you at this point? They just come natural. Because a lot of times we are expecting this big extravagant gift or this big thing, not knowing that what we are counting out or thinking is small just because it comes natural to us, that it's not the big thing. Not knowing that that very thing that you're counting out is that thing that God is going to use in order to propel you to your next level. I encourage you to think about some of the skill sets that you have, some of the talents that you have, some of the gifts that you already have within yourself that you have used time and time again, and some of which you have got maybe tired of doing, or you've used these skills in other areas so you don't see how it can apply to another area in your life, or you stepping into something new with those same skill sets that you already have in order to expand you. One analogy that I was shown when God was giving me this message is a mechanic. When a mechanic goes to work to the shop, he's using the same tools on every, they might not be the exact same tools, but what I'm saying is he's not going out and buying new tools every time he gets a new client. He's not disposing of the tools that he used on other cars just because he already used it. He's going to keep those tools and use them whenever he needs them. He'll have access to them. If he don't need them, then they're still there for the times that he does, but he does not dispose, he or she does not dispose of the tools that he already has access to. So I encourage you to access the tools that you have already been using, the skills, the talents, the gifts that you already have, because what you may not know is while you are counting that thing out or selling it short, is that may be the very thing that is your key to opening your next door, putting you in rooms to expose you to people that may present new opportunities to you, to experiences that may come along your way while you are on the journey of doing what you already know you're good at. We never know what God is going to do in our lives to expand us and to grow us. We never know what our next looks like until we get there. So how do we know what it is that is going to lead us there until we start using what we already have access to? Sometimes we just put away everything that we already have access to and think that the next great thing is just going to appear. I encourage you to use the skill sets and the gifts and the talents that you already have in order to expose yourself and to put yourself in front of people and in rooms doing your best thing right now, seeing and believing for your next best thing. Because that very thing could be the thing that opens the door to your next thing. You might be at work as a receptionist right now, but someone may come through that door and see a light in you that they want to put you in a completely different room and have you doing something completely different, but they're going to also ask you to use the skills that drew them to you in the first place. They're not going to discard what drew them to you in the first place. That's a part of it. And sometimes we sell our gifts and our talents short because we see other people doing these things already. But just because this thing is already being done doesn't mean it's being done in the way that you're going to do it. When you do something, you are bringing something new to it, even if it's something that's already been done before, because you're bringing in your personality. Sometimes your personality is enough to change something that might look ordinary or may look regular or may look like it's on repeat when you do it, because you bring something new to it, because you bring a new style to it, a new flavor to it, a different way to it, your way to it. It has a different appeal to a completely different audience, where others that were doing it before, they couldn't reach that audience. There is an audience connected to you. There is a following connected to you with you doing just what it is that you know how to do. And with that, God will send people along the way and opportunities along the way in order to continue to expand you and to grow you into the greatness that He called you to be. I assure you that there is a promise over your life. Don't sell what you already have short. Allow those things to be used in order to expand you into your next level, to elevate you to your next level. Those things are meant to expose things in you and help you continue to dig deeper within yourself and say, if I can do that good, let me try something else. If I can do that good, let me try something else. And some things that we try may work for us and it may not, but it's the experience along the way and the growth that we gain from it. Okay? So this was a short word, but I feel that it is very important for you to start looking at your natural abilities, talents, skills, and things that you already have access to and start putting them to use. And I hear God saying it was something that you was doing before that may not have worked right for you the first time. But this time, I'm going to show you how to work that thing in a way that it is going to produce good fruit. Because sometimes we don't want to touch some of our skills or some of our qualities within us. We might look at those qualities as not so great qualities because we used them in before in a way that did not have the outcome that we desired. But that does not mean that the skill or the tool or that quality is a faulty quality or tool. It just means that you didn't know which area to work it or how to work it quite yet. God is going to expand your knowledge about the things that you thought you knew about you and show you a whole bigger part of you that He is preparing you for. And I'm excited about it because I know that what you're bringing is going to be a whole new flavor that this world is waiting for. What is out there with your name on it that you're counting short because you think that you don't bring enough? And God's saying what you think is not enough is more than enough. God says, I've done more with less. So you better believe that God is going to do big things in your life. Great things in your life. And not only your life, but the lives that are attached to your life. It's bigger than what it looks like. It's bigger than what you think it is. And if you just start taking one step at a time, the vision will become clearer and clearer. You're not imagining things. I know you could feel it inside your heart that there's something greater. There's a calling. There's something pulling on you. Even if you don't know quite what it is, don't be afraid to take a step. Just one step at a time. Because baby steps grow up. Baby steps grow up. Okay? Baby steps are still boss moves. Still make a move on it. Still make a move on it and see where God will take you from there. Because your next is coming. Time stops for no one. Time will be ticking and going on. And guess what? So will you. So if you're going to be going on anyway, if time is going to be passing by anyway, there is no harm done with you taking a step forward. And you embracing every moment of your journey. One step at a time. One discovery at a time. One moment of growth at a time. But you gotta start somewhere. So why not go with what you know? Why not go with what you know? And it's supposed to be quick, but real quick once again. This reminds me of King David, okay? The story of David and Goliath. Before he went to go fight Goliath, King Saul was giving David armor and a sword and all of that. And David was like, nah, this don't fit me. It's too big. This not my fit. I'ma just use the slingshot and these stones and I'ma go with it. So trust what you have. And know that it is the key to your next greatest discovery of you and what God promised you in your life. And when God makes a promise in your life, trust and believe it shall come to pass. Any word that God has spoke, even if it don't look like it right now, watch how God loves to pull a turnaround. God loves a plot twist, okay? So let him do something new through you by you taking the first step with using the gifts and the talents and the tools that he has already blessed you with. You got a lot in your hands right now. You got a lot to work with right now. So I encourage you to tap into the parts of you that you don't know, to get on the journey of the discovery of the parts of you that you are getting to know. And it's all beautiful, and how God will make it all work out for your good and the good of the lives that you are connected to. Now that is all I have for this time. Until next time, stay strong, stay encouraged, and stay blessed. Later.